I'm here with Tom Ellis on board the most beautiful vessel in Gloucester Harbor, the Thomas E. Lannon. Tom.
Welcome, Joe.
I'm very excited to be here because today is the day where I think we're almost sold out on with the cigar cruise, cigar and rum.
Yeah, cigar and rum. Maybe a little rye in there too.
A little rye in there. That's Bob Ryan and Mr. Paul Gigaloni from the cigar company, and Good Morning Gloucester and the Lannon. We all teamed up.
Well, we tried it for years, and it's never been as successful as it's been since you started promoting it. So
yeah, well, it's a great idea. It just needed a voice. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I hope we get to do a few of them during the summer because it's a real nice way to enjoy a cigar.
I agree, and people may not know. They should know, but if they don't know already, the website. You know the website? It's schooner.org, isn't it? Yeah. And how often do you update the website as far as your schedule?
We update it every day or two, 2 weeks out. So we post it so that whenever you look at it, you can see what we're doing for the next 2 weeks.
All right.
We do a lot of charters, and the charters kind of.
But it's an affordable thing, and so why don't you go through for someone and let them know what a typical, if they come down and they book a charter, what can they expect?
On a charter, they have the boat, so they charter the boat and the crew. They can have food, they can have music, they can bring musicians on board, and they can decide how long they want to go for and where they want to go. And
you design the package with whatever they kind of want to do. And then how about, and what's the other thing if someone's off the street wants to go?
I believe that's getting to be more like a plane ticket. It depends on where and when you buy the ticket.
Yeah.
So.
But not the price, but what do you generally do?
Well, we generally welcome them aboard. We get off the dock. We encourage them to help us raise the sails. If anybody would like to take a turn at the helm, they're welcome to do that, as long as we're not going downwind. And so they can participate in the running of the vessel. We encourage them to ask questions rather than us doing a monotone, harbor tour where we say the same thing every time. We ask people to ask questions, and then it becomes more of an interactive tour, and we encourage them to move around the vessel and meet each other and introduce each other. When we have smaller groups, we actually get everybody to stand up and tell what their name is, where they're from, shake hands with each other, and then go sit down. So we really encourage them to make some new friends.
It's a great way to see Gloucester Harbor, though.
Oh, it's beautiful out there.
And so generally you go out by the breakwater. Do you ever go outside of the breakwater?
Oh, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes we're 7-8 miles off the breakwater in an hour. So
wow.
Whatever we can get to in an hour, we got to turn around and come back.
Yep.
So oftentimes we don't get out of the harbor, but when the wind is favorable, we definitely get out of the harbor.
Yeah,
it depends on the direction of the wind.
Let's do a little tour.
All right.
So right here, starting in the stern.
This is what everybody hears all the time.
And you actually use that?
It's our little signal cannon, and we use it to welcome vessels into the harbor or to defend ourselves against the constant bombardment of that Joe Garland character out there in Black Bess.
So how does it work? What do you put in there?
Well, black powder.
Really?
And in the days when they set people out in dories, a cannon was the loudest noisemaker. So if a fog came in, they could use the cannon to help their mates find the vessel again.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. So you pack it in there.
Yeah.
And then what is this?
We just put it up like this, and we put a wick in there. We put the powder in there, a little piece of paper, and then we line her up like that and let her go.
Wow, very cool. Yeah. All right, now we
should fire it right now.
Yeah, right at the dock. Everybody would love that. So this is the helm.
This is the helm. The wheel.
Was that wheel made for this boat, or did that wheel come off of something?
This boat I got from an antique dealer about 3 years before we built the boat. It's an AP Staudton company from Gloucester, Mass. You can see Gloucester, Mass on there.
Wow, very
cool.
cool.
So this is a real Gloucester wheel. This is what they used to have on a boat this size. Bigger boats like Adventure have a bigger wheel.
I gotcha.
So this wheel is just right for this size. And here's an interesting thing. Herb Gleason, he's a local fisherman. He dragged this steering gear up in a net, and it's for a vessel a little bit bigger than this. So that's kind of a good thing that it's really stronger than it needs to be.
Oh yeah, my father down the dock always said, whatever you need, whatever you're buying for equipment, buy double.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, because it'll last and stuff. And you got there's plenty of deck space. I mean, it's a very comfortable boat. When it was designed after, you were telling me, as a swordfish boat.
Swordfish boat.
But did you modify it, or is just the way it would be?
No, this is a little bit modified. This cabin trunk is bigger than it would have been, and but other than that, it's pretty much the same. Those boxes and the life rafts wouldn't be there. You would have a nest of dories in that part of the vessel.
Right. Yeah, like the Blue Nose. They had, yeah. So Tom, for people that don't know, because I was ignorant to this until what was her name? The lady from Essex, the Gay Brook Garage lady, Nellie.
Daisy Nell.
Daisy Nell. She told me, what's the difference between a schooner as opposed to the square mast, and there's all these different types. What makes a schooner a schooner?
Well, just that it has two or more masts, and the foremast is lower than the other masts. There were a number of three-masted vessels, and 4 and 5 and 6, and they even made one 7-masted schooner. So this is the foremast and the mainmast. If they had 3, it would be a foremast, a mainmast, and a mizzenmast. And if they had 4 of them, it would be a foremast, a mainmast, a mizzen, and a pusher, a driver, or a spanker. So they had all these names. But on the one that had 7 masts, they often called the mast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I like that.
Make it easy.
Make it easy. This is why you should have that big boat we were talking about, so you could teach this stuff in a classroom.
There you go.
We'll talk about that another time. But over here, let's talk about this right here. That's
a windlass.
A windlass?
Yeah, and we have bars that come out with pieces of wood that go this way, and this whole thing. These are called pawls, and they stop it from spinning backwards. And this is the pawl post. But
so is there a guy on either side, and they're going up and down, and that's what?
Just like that.
And how do you reverse it?
You don't. It goes only one way.
So
you haul up an anchor line, and then you take it off and tie it off. So it can only go one way. It only pulls the line up.
So when you let it go, it's going full force?
When you let it go, if you were like putting the anchor out,
yeah,
you would put a wrap around of this.
The winch head.
And just let it out slow.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you wouldn't just let it go.
Right, I see. So you take like a little.
The Jimmy post instead of the pawl post, because Jim Lauer put that in there. So
okay.
we call it a Jimmy post.
So that's actually a sail.
This is a footed head sail that yachting people would call a staysail. Fishermen called them jumbos.
I gotcha. We have some of our lobstermen actually use what they call stay sails, but they put them on the stern of the boat. It's to keep them on the gear so that
like
the boat.
Steadying.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep the boat from rocking a little bit.
Yeah, interesting. There you go. Well, that's a little preview, but we don't want to give away everything because we want you coming down to the Thomas Land and hanging out.
I want you to come down, and I guarantee you'll have a good time. And if you don't, I'll give you your money back. How's that?
Bottom line, I like that. That's very good. And we're going to have our cigar cruise July 14th. And probably by the time anyone sees this, it'll be sold out. But we just might have another one in store for later in the season.
If this call for it, we sure will.
Hey, thanks so much.